And welcome to another edition of South Texas Crossfire. This is Attorney Joe Flores reminding you to join us each and every week right here on KTMB with the Lopez family. Special thanks to Don Humberto Lozano Lopez. He passed away in 2011, but he's honored, he's venerated, and he's never forgotten. And my good friend Carlos Lopez, he makes it happen. Thank you all very much. And with me today, I've got a great friend of mine and a friend of yours, and he does stuff behind the scenes a lot of the time that y'all don't appreciate. It's about Windstorm and everything else that he's fighting for, and that's none other than our state rep, Todd Hunter, who's got seniority. He's on calendars. He does all this other stuff in the judicial. I mean, very impressive record, and he's served for many, many years. And welcome. It's always a pleasure.
It's good to see you, my friend.
How are you?
Just fine, just fine.
It's an honor to have you back on. It's been about a year and a half.
Right. The session ended May 27th, and we're back, and we won't be going back. That's good. That means we did what we needed to do.
And tell me a little bit about what that means for those people out there who need to vote more, register, you
Yes.
know, or just people who've never been up there to Austin. And I know I have. It's exciting. There's a lot of things going on. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, let me tell you some of the accomplishments. This time I decided to just focus on our area. You know, we sometimes talk about the big issues, which is good, but sometimes you just need to take care of your own folks. And so my focus this time was the good South Texas Coastal Bend area. And let me tell you this, we did well. The community came together. And you and I have been talking for years about Windstorm. They tried to come get us again, Joe. And they were going to try to raise our rates 30%. Boy, that's a real positive. Hey, move down to the Coastal Bend, get a 30% rate hike on your insurance.
Why get insured, right?
Yeah. I mean, nobody'd come here. I can, though, announce with our South Texas group, our coastal folks, we stopped it. There is no TWIA, that's the Windstorm Insurance Association rate hike for 2019.
Well done, my friend.
That was good. Nothing. And if anybody on your show gets an increase from TWIA, I want to know. And but they're clean and clear for 2019.
And on the lower third of your screen, you'll have all the information where you can reach our good friend, State Rep Todd Hunter.
Absolutely, but it was good there. I'll tell you another one that was good is, as you and I know, and we've talked about this before, one of the big issues, not only in our area, but across the country and the state, suicide. And last fall, I had some veterans, I've had some families, I had students come to me, and they say, Todd, we need help in the legislature on suicide prevention.
Specifically, are we looking at veterans? Or are we looking at, is it just gun control in specifically, or is it psychiatric treatment?
It's actually the mental health issue.
Okay.
And everybody wants to run from it. I mean, my view is, let's quit talking quietly about suicide. Let's be open about it.
I agree.
Let's help. Let's not run from it anymore. And so we created a community coalition of veterans, students who really see it, families, teachers, superintendents, Dr. Scott Elliff, Dr. Sissy Perez. They helped us on this task force. And this community group came up with legislative proposals. And I can tell you, you're one of the first people I can tell on TV. And that is, we passed their ideas.
That's great.
Beginning September, one of the biggest issues is to get communities to focus on suicide education and prevention. Every September for the next 10 years will be designated Suicide Prevention and Education Month. Signed by the governor May 28th, and it was born here in the Coastal Bend, Corpus Christi, Port Aransas zone. And so every September when we note that, we're going to promote education, we're going to bring awareness, we're going to try to help, but it all originated from here. And it just shows you when the coastal community, the South Texas community comes together, you get things done.
That's right. Number one, in bringing LULAC and GI Forum and all these things.
Absolutely.
We've always been pace setters here for a long, long time.
Absolutely. So it was good, positive stuff.
You know, a lot of people wondering, are you going to keep running?
Absolutely.
You're going to stay with us for a while?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
You know, I'm going to keep running so I can get hair like you and Hugo Berlanga.
Yeah.
But that may never happen, so I have to keep running.
The Exxon Valdez, you know, just going to run through, you know.
Well, it's important to keep South Texas protected.
Yes, sir.
especially the coastal bend. You know, we have Republicans, we have Democrats. In the South Texas region, we all work together. You know, you might run, but you work together. And I wish across the country and across the state they'd take a little page out of South Texas where you can work together and you get things done. But to me, there's nothing better than coming home and working with everybody. So, yeah, I plan to run. I noticed that Senator Hinojosa has announced that he's planning to run. He and I have worked together since 1989. And he has not grown any hair since then either as well.
Well, I wish there was more moderate Republicans, people of your mindset. It seems like we're polarized, and there's extreme left and extreme right, and South Texas has always been right there in the middle, whether you're Democrat or Republican. There's a lot of we share the same values, same goals, and I think they can take a page from us.
Absolutely they can. Absolutely.
Dave is telling me that we've got about 5 left, so I asked too many questions and talked too much. So what I wanted to ask, primarily was, what are your plans for the next couple of years? And just right off the bat, just tell us a little bit about what you want that matters the most to you.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is for South Texas, that's promotion of education, and with an emphasis on higher education. I mean, we are one of the growth zones. I predict the Corpus Christi area in 5 years will be the hottest economic development zone in the state of Texas. You've got pipelines coming from the Midland Odessa region to here. You've got brand new companies coming in. You've got a giant bridge that is being built. You've got development now, I hear, looking at North Beach. And then we've got our cruise ship. And the cruise ship, the laws have been passed. We got to get that bridge finished. But you look at this in 5 years, this is the growth zone.
Oh, you predicted it first, my friend.
And what do we need? We need water resources and we need workforce. Because it's going to be an avalanche, Joe. What is going to happen is it's going to hit us, and it's here. So I want to really promote Del Mar. I want to really promote Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I want to promote the University of Texas Marine Science Institute in Port Aransas. Those are our 3 institutions. And we'll go surrounding areas as well. But we've got to get our parents, our students, our families, and we got to make sure they're part of the workforce. I want the workforce coming from here, not from other states.
Right.
It's time we get involved and be part of all this development. So that's a big goal of mine, is the higher education, and of course always helping public education, which we did a good job on funding this particular session. Always the windstorm. It's going to be
a battle.
It's a battle, and we're going to have another battle next time. Let's hope for no hurricanes. I was always bothered. Hurricane Harvey came here. It hit us first, and we were the very first forgotten.
And stop this man if you see him at Town and Country or wherever, Hi-Ho or whatever. Thank him for saving you thousands of dollars per year, literally thousands.
Well,
when you get that big bilazo that you get in the mail with windstorm, and you save that 30% hike, I mean, that's just, that's the difference between a bag of groceries and a tank of gasoline and sending people to private school and all of that.
Well, and the biggest problem for our coastal residents and our South Texas residents is now insurance is almost higher than your property taxes.
Health insurance.
Health insurance.
Out of control.
Oh, it's out of control. And we're not thinking of people.
You hit 40, gordito or not, boom, you paid $300. What happened at $300? It's $1,000 for the whole family or more.
And everything's going to bottom line money rather than people. It's not a matter, you hit one that's a good one, health care. If health care, let's care for health, not care for the bottom line of cash.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what we've got to do.
You can't put profits over patients.
You cannot. In their lives, we have families, and that's an issue. Unfortunately, most of that is federal than it does in the state. But I can do everything I can to make sure that Texas and the state is a great place. And again, there's nothing better than coming home to the coastal bend and coming down to South Texas. We set an example which I wish lots of other areas would take a page out of.
Well, you're taking care of a lot of people, veterans, Medicaid.
Absolutely.
The most vulnerable in our society that are making less than $40,000 per family per year. Those windstorm insurance, increases, maybe for somebody who's making over $100K a year combined income, maybe it doesn't hurt as much. But for those people that are making $500 or less a week take home, I mean, that is the difference between having a house with no insurance and just being washed away. This time we got lucky again. I mean, there was some damage, but it could have been a lot worse.
Absolutely. But you keep up your good work. You get the word out in the community. Been a good friend for many, many years. Thank you for always getting the messaging out. And the one thing I can tell you is it's been an honor not only being the state representative and working in the area, but just working in the community. And we got a great community, and as we say, trabajando juntos hacemos las cosas, and the more we work together, we get things done.
Así dicho. Hey, that's the way it goes, man. Like the Spanish, man. How about some French and Portuguese for them out there? Maybe next episode.
There you go. There you go.
Well, thanks for coming
you, my
on.
friend.
Appreciate
Sure good
it.
to see you.
State Representative Todd Hunter, and we're going to be back after these messages.